Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Today's April 27th, and here are your top stories. Okay guys, as you guys know, Port of Montreal goes on strike 72 hours. What have I been telling you guys? I told you that this was going to happen. You're going to see a lot more of these strikes happening. I posted 2 weeks ago from Long Beach a trucker strike, and a lot of you asked how long this was going to last. Luckily, that only lasted a day, but I told you that things are going to continue to get worse. It's just a big problem that we have. And now when you're dealing with the ILA are the big boys in the maritime world. They run the ports. You don't play around with the ILA. I just personally would never want to run into them. But yeah, so they are on strike for 72 hours. So let's see if the mitigation works and they come to work earlier. It'd be nice if they would. We really need help out there. And this is, if you're going to strike, this would be the time to strike. Okay, let's talk about the ocean rates coming out of Asia. As you guys know, last week I found a couple of rates coming out of Asia coming from Yantian to Miami. At a Zim was paying about 8,800 in FEU. You're not going to believe me. But from Yantian, I got this today from a forwarder, from Yantian to Norfolk, that's right, to Norfolk, East Coast, right, literally north of Florida, $12,790 for a 40-foot high cube. I don't know. That is in, if anybody on this LinkedIn can explain to me how they come up with these rates and how they just completely just allow to do whatever, I'd just like to know how these rates are, how they come up with these rates. I obviously don't know, but if anyone on this platform on LinkedIn, please comment. I'd really like to get some guidance because, even having a maritime degree, I cannot figure out. I get the whole supply and demand, you're willing to pay more, but when is enough? When is it enough? $15,000 a container when you used to pay $2,000? When is it enough? And at the end of the day, the consumer is going to pay this. So be ready. Things will start costing more. Somebody's going to have to pay for this. It's interesting. So let's get into the air rates. Air rates, guys, out of Asia coming into ORD, it's still between $7 to $10 a kilo, which is crazy. I remember the days when they were just paying fuel. And now we're $7 to $10 a kilo. It's interesting. And now what's even causing more problems with these airlines is now that they're bringing in this freight, we don't have enough people to receive and handle all this cargo that's coming in, which is causing some major delays on not only the imports and breaking down consolidations, but also deliveries to the airport. I've gotten numerous emails from forwarders and truckers with the pain here in Chicago of just delivering cargo to these handlers. Just to give you an idea, these trucking companies go and do sweeps. So sweeps is they'll go to these forwarders and manufacturers or these people within the area, and then they will go drop them off at an airline. What you guys have to understand is not every airline is as good as Lufthansa, where they have their own people. A lot of these airlines have something called ground handlers. And these ground handlers are overworked and underpaid, to say the least. But now with such an influx of air cargo, they just can't keep up. So all these truckers that are dropping this cargo at the airlines are just charging massive waiting times. I got an email from Ryan out of LA. He was saying that out of China Airlines in LA, he had a bill for 15 hours of waiting time. Guys, 15 hours of waiting time. So who pays that? It's crazy. We've got to try to find a way to alleviate some of these bottlenecks, and these handlers are getting destroyed, and these trucking companies don't make money sitting and waiting. Trucks don't make money if they're not moving. So this is going to cause a problem. Truckers are just not going to want to go. But the good news is that Mr. Ken Ryan, that's right, Mr. Ken Ryan from Rockford Airport steps in and saves the day because a lot of people, a lot of forwarders are routing their cargo from ORD down to Rockford. Now, Rockford is a small airport I believe it's west of where we're for O'Hare. So it's very interesting because Ken Ryan would come to all the International Air Cargo Association's luncheon and talk about how great Rockford is, and they'd have this Rockford Air Show. But, it's far. Not a lot of people go to Rockford. That's a hike. It's in Bumble. But it's amazing how important that airport is. So Ken, it's great to see all this success coming your way. I hope everyone's doing well. Say hi to Russell for me. But great job. I never thought I'd see the day to saying, yep, go to Rockford Airport. I mean, being that it's so much further, but a lot of forwarders are fighting it though. But it's great. Ken, that's great stuff you're doing out there. And if you watch this, give me a like. I'd love to say hi again. And oh, God, Ken, Mr. Ken Ryan. Oh, my God, Rockford Airport. All right, so let's jump right into it. So I got 2 questions today. The first question is, what is the difference between a fulfillment center and a warehouse? Now, that is a very good question. A fulfillment center is a place where you will send cargo, and unless they open the box, take out the box, unravel the box, look at your freight, look at your cargo, repackage it, put it in bubbles, put here, put there, rebox it up, and put it ready to ship, that's a fulfillment center. So if they're not touching your cargo and adding a whole bunch of stuff to get your stuff, shipped, that is a fulfillment center. A warehouse is a place where you can actually send your full pallet, long term, not too much manual labor. These guys work on forklifts, loading them into certain parts of the warehouse. They don't really want to go into your cargo. They just want to literally grab your cargo, load it, and ship it out. They really don't want to mess with it. But a fulfillment center, man, everything is. I got a pen in a box like yay big, and it had like all this filling and paper, and it's like, I don't know where I don't know. Maybe you guys don't have this problem, but every time I order stuff from like Amazon that comes from a fulfillment center, it comes like overpacked, and I can barely find the product that I ordered. But yeah, so you don't want to work with fulfillment centers if you want to be cost efficient and and it's more of a long term. They don't want things to sit long term. They want things out. They're paid to touch your freight. Warehouse, again, they'll handle it. Now, there is going to be an issue, and there is going to be a premium on warehousing space because of all these issues that we're having with shipping. People want to start getting a lot of inventory and replenishment and all this, so it's going to cause some problems. But that's the difference. Don't go to a fulfillment center if you just have a box or pallets to put away, and because it completely defeats the purpose. They won't even talk to you. I've seen it. All right, and the last question I have is, can I switch freight forwarders mid-shipment? No, you cannot. You are stuck with your forwarder. I'm sorry to say that, but there's too many things going on. You have letter of power of attorney and all this stuff, and they can't mid-switch it. So, like I've always told you, have multiple forwarders, have multiple baskets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Certain forwarders are better to certain markets, and some aren't. Do your research or call me and I can help you and let you know what forwarders work best to what parts of the world. Okay, so those are the questions, guys. I'm sorry I only have 10 minutes. I'll make it quick. Also, thank you so much for all the support that you guys have given me on the podcast with Bill, Paul, and myself. This week we have the second part to Women in Logistics. We do have a special guest coming. She is a very well-known professional in our industry, and she will be speaking and joining us, so hopefully we'll see you guys there. I will post you guys also a copy of the link so you guys can also watch live. We're going to try to do this one live. But again, thank you so much for everyone's support. Again, there's a lot more information that I'll share, but I'll save it for Friday. Again, my work week's also getting very busy, so unfortunately, I'm going to only be able to post on Tuesdays and on Fridays, and then the podcast on Thursdays. So we're all getting busy out there, which is completely understandable. So everybody, hopefully take care. If you need anything, please email me at mylogisticscorner@gmail.com. Thanks, and have a great day, and be well.